Raise your hand if you heard this line before. It could all be over in a heartbeat. I'll close with this. This is a cliche, right? It's a weird way that it's spelled. Looks like click, right? Cliches are cliches for a reason, because they're true. I've started to figure out how to be a better coach maybe 10 years ago, and I've been coaching for 19. So if you do a little math, I was a pretty average coach for 9 years. Worried about wins and losses and trophies and all the things that really don't fill that conversation at the diner with Skip and Cynthia. But a cliche is a cliche for a reason. So I finally figured out a little bit how to be a little bit better. I'm almost done, just stay with me. I tried to figure out a little bit better, and it was for relationships, right? The guy sitting next to you is your brother for at least the next, 12 weeks. You could never hang out with him again outside of these doors. When you're in football operations, you have to take out the opponent's ACL if you have to for your brother. You just have to, as long as it's clean. You have to be there, okay? Well, I have a player who just went on to college to play football. Baseball player, with me for 3 years, every Pop Warner, every summer camp, offensive lineman camp, the weight room, the conditioning, the 93 degrees heat from the time he was 8 years old. And he goes and finally the dream comes true. He is now a freshman at a college that recruited him for football. Called me 2 weeks ago, and I just got a sense that, call me back, coach, when you get a second. Now he's in college, still calling me, which I find to be a tremendous honor that he even thinks about me at this point in his life. I could tell something was wrong. And he said, I just need 1 more minute, baby. I love you. I could tell something was wrong. And he said, I went out for a routine test last week, and they sensed something wrong with my heartbeat. I said, well, that doesn't sound good. He said, well, there's 3 more tests, but they think it's highly likely that I have something that I can't pronounce, hydro something, which is not life-threatening, but your heart does something it's not supposed to do. And at the risk of being weird, he said if there's even a 1% chance that I may die on the football field, I have to give up football. So they open up this weekend, and instead of being a starting or a backup offensive lineman, he's now on the sidelines, not in uniform, and most likely will never play football again. Think about the time it takes. You guys are good football players, and some of you will never be able to play college football. There's nothing wrong with that. Think about the time and dedication it takes to get to that next level. Some of you will play college football. And a doctor came in, and then the Cleveland Browns doctor came in, and right now it looks like he will never play the game of football again. He can walk up and down the street, he can go to classes, he can do everything that you guys can do except for football. It goes like that. So when they say it could be over in a heartbeat, I promise you they're not saying you must win all those games. How much have you done for the person next to you, behind you, or have you asked Coach how he's feeling? Have you asked Coach about his daughter? Hey, Coach, when do you start school? Hey, Brian, what class are you looking forward to? Hey, man, how can I help you tomorrow? Can I give you a ride? Seniors, what have you done for the sophomores on the team? Well, you're the senior. I get it. But what have you done to mentor him coming up? It can be over in a heartbeat.